The Firth of Forth is a waterway which lies between the Five Coast and, for the want of a better word, the Edinburgh coastline. And within the Firth of Forth there is an island called Inchkeith, which has always fascinated me. And one particular day, it was a summer's day, lovely, lovely summer's day, and there was a weather inversion, which is similar to a mirage, and you can actually see images of ships upside down. It also has the effect of, if you could imagine a harvest moon which is magnified millions of times, this had the same effect on Inchkeith for me. And I decided that because it looked so near, that I would borrow my friend's canoe, which in actual fact was a homemade canoe, bit tatty, made of canvas and made watertight with bitumen and some kind of mixture. It was also lopsided, but that didn't really worry me too much, because I thought in my young 12, 13-year-old mind that it would be a piece of cake to sail out, or to paddle out, sorry, I should say, to Inchkeith. Anyway, I couldn't borrow the canoe during the day, so in the early evening, about 7 o'clock in the evening, so once again, lovely summer's day, I managed to borrow this canoe and started to paddle towards to the island. It wasn't too long into the journey that one of the famous East Coast haars developed. This is effectively it's a sea mist which comes rolling in. So within about 5 minutes of lovely early to late summer's evening, it suddenly became no visibility, and there was me stuck somewhere in the Firth of Forth. There was also a small leak in the canoe, so you could imagine that there was a slight case of panic developing. Fortunately, we did have a sort of bailing out can. It was just an old bean can, bean tin I should say, and this was used to that. So I was left with a situation of what to do. I couldn't really go forward because I didn't know where forward was. So I decided to do a complete 180, which hopefully was a complete 180, and started to paddle back towards my coast. Anyway, things seemed to get worse, the visibility got worse, and of course by this time real panic had set in. Fortunately, I started to hear music, and this music came from the small fairground which was called Fun City, and it grew louder and louder. Now, I was also aware that sound can be very deceptive in terms of foggy or misty conditions. So once again, I just hope and prayed that I was moving in the right direction. Fortunately for me, everything went swimmingly, so to speak, and I did touch down, and God was I pleased to see the Fun City. From that moment on, I never went back into that canoe because I was actually terrified, and the nearest I got to that canoe again, or a canoe, was one of those Canadian type canoes, which was very enjoyable, but even those things tended to lean to one side. So, if anyone ever asks me, have I ever heard of a piece of music called Roll Out the Barrel, I smile. And that's it. Nearly lost at sea. Not quite. I'm here to tell the tale. Enjoy. Bye for now. See you all later.